Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to discuss about another topic related to Qshell and CL program. So mainly we are going to discuss how we can execute a Qshell command to change the present working directory. Now before we discuss this, let me tell you few requirement of it because we know that by default directory is slash home and your username slash username, right? We discussed that in our previous session. But then why we need such command to change the directory? Because we can create our files and directory there in the present location itself, right? So I'm talking about this path. If you write work lnk here, then if you hit enter, you will see that this is the present working directory slash home slash Sharmit. So now whatever the files I will create, it will automatically came in this location, particular location, right? Then why we need to change the directory? So now just assume a scenario, you are working for a client project and client asks you to create the directories not exactly in this location but in some other location, maybe slash home slash admit slash abc or at some other point, right? So in this case we have two options. First one is like whenever we are creating any directory or any file, then we specify the exact path where we want to create it, right? This is also a one way, right? We can simply specify like slash home slash Sharmit slash abc and then the directory name which you want to create. But the thing is that when you hit the command mkdir and let's say dir1, so it will directly create your directory into this location which is your present working directory. Okay, so let's say client has asked us to create 50 directories. So every time we are not supposed to pass the path, right? Every time you, otherwise you need to specify the path every time whenever you are creating directory. So better thing is to firstly change your directory. Once your directory is changed, then you can create your files and it will automatically save the in the location which you have specified there. Okay, so that's why sometime we need to change our directory as per the project requirement. Okay, what I'm saying here, like by default if I create or remove anything, it will impact this it will like if you are deleting anything, it will impact this particular path, and if you are creating anything, it will store your directory in this particular path. Okay, but if you have changed your location, let's say if after slash home slash Sharmit I have specified another directory, so it will automatically go there because I have specified it, I have changed my directory. Okay, so in short we are going to discuss about how to change your present working directory. In our last session we discussed how to see the present working directory using qshell command, using this work link, right? So let's see. First of all, I will show you all the things in Qshell command itself, and then we will discuss over the CL program. So here I'm writing QSH, hitting enter. So right now if I hit ls, so you can see it is taking all the details from slash home slash Sharmit because it this is my present working directory. If you do pwd here, you will find that yes, it is a present working directory slash home slash Sharmit. But when I change it to some other location, it will refer only, like all the commands would be worked on that particular location, not only on my default location. Okay, so to implement that, what you can do, you can write cd space, let's say slash home. If I write cd slash home and hit enter, it will change my directory to slash home. And now if I do ls, you will see it is showing me all the information which is present in uh, this location, means in slash home itself. Okay, so this is how we can change our directory. Right now my directory is changed, but if I turn off my session, let's say if I came out of this session and again if I go and check my present working directory, it will show that it is again slash home slash Sharmit. Then there might be one question from your end, that why it is not showing slash home, we have set it to slash home because we have terminated the session, we have disconnected it, right? So if you have disconnected it, then again it will set to the by default, which is your slash home slash Sharmit. This is your present working directory. in my case this is the present working directory. In your case it could be different, like slash home and then your username. Okay, but the thing is that whenever you sign out, or you can say disconnect this terminal and re-log in, then in that case it will show you uh, the present working directory, which is your by default present working directory, not the one which you have changed. Then what is the advantage of cd? The advantage of cd is that, let's say if I log into, let me show you. Okay, so here I'll write qsh, I just logged in. Okay, and now what I want to do, I want to check my ls command, so I will check ls. You can see it is showing my ls list, means my directories and file list. Now if I check pwd, it is slash home slash sharmit. Now I want to create the files by default at slash home slash sharmit and abc. So what I can do, I can write cd space slash home slash sharmit slash abc. So now if I check pwd, it is showing me this path, because this is my present working directory. We have changed it, right? So after hitting this command, if like after changing the directory, cd means changing. So after changing the directory, whatever the commands I will run, it will execute for this location only. So now if I create any directory, it will create inside this abc location. For example, if I do ls here, you can see it is showing me list of all the files which is present in abc, and at the moment there is no file available. Okay, uh, let, let me show you another thing. Let's make it as dir hash or hash dir. Okay, hash dir, hit enter. Now if I check pwd, it is showing me this location. If I do ls, you will see it is showing only one file in it, which is abc.txt, because this is the only file which is present in my uh, hash dir directory. Okay, so this is the advantage of using cd command. So with cd command you can set your directory, or in simple word I can say that you are specifying the folder where you want to create the files. Okay, like if you have worked upon the VS Code, then you know that there in VS Code we can create the files and all the projects, and that we can store in one particular folder. So accordingly here, like you are just selecting the one folder where you want to keep your work. Okay, so this is all about the commands. Now we will discuss quickly about the program, how we can use this command in program, so that if someone asks you to implement the same thing with the help of program, then you can refer it. All right, so what I'm doing here, first of all I'm declaring the variable. So to declare the variable, you can simply write dcl, then take f4. After taking f4, you can see we are specifying the variable name, which is command1. Type is star char, storage is auto, and length is 256. If you don't know about the basic things like how to create variable, what are the meaning of star char auto, then you can refer the previous session, because in those sessions we have discussed each and everything in detail, and these sessions are in a proper sequence. So if you follow the sequence, it would be more beneficial for you. Okay, so we just declared one variable where we will build the string as a command. So if I hit enter, it will ask for the initial value. For now I am not specifying any initial value. Then what we are doing, we are changing the value for this command variable. So for that I am writing chgvar, taking f4, providing the variable name, which is command1, and the location is cd/home. So what it will do, it will change my directory to /home. Okay, not now, we have just created the string. To make it work, what we will do, we will execute it. So to execute it, you can write strqsh, then press f4. Here you can provide the variable name, which is command1, and then simply hit enter. So what it will do, it will execute this command, which is cd/home, and it will change your directory to /home. Okay, and after that we are just showing one message that command is successful. So for that we are using sndpgmsg, which will show your message at the bottom. So here I'm writing sndpgmsg, then press f4, provide your message here, directory changed, and that's it. Okay, so this is the quite simple program, I guess, because we have just created one variable, change the value, execute the command, and show the message. So we are good to compile it. After compiling, you can simply call it and you can see the message has been populated, which is directory change. That means our program is working fine. But right now, if you go and check for pwd in this session, you will find again slash home slash admin. Why? Because we have started the new session. So every time new session come up with a default settings. Okay, but if in program after changing your directory, if you create anything, then it will go in that particular location only where you have created it. Okay, so that's why we use cd command in order to change the directory. So far we have discussed about the pwd, which is used to check the present working directory, and today we discuss about the cd command, which is used to change the directory, change the present working directory, and both is very useful command. So I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.